Where I began to wonder, who are my friends? Everything in my life was beginning to revolve around business, professional priorities. I wasn't dating. I wasn't getting out except for business-related dinners, etc. And I needed that time. Now, all of a sudden, I like my life.
Now a successful businesswoman with her own television fitness show and radio program Soap Talk, a new and confident Jacqueline has thrown caution and most of her clothing to the wind.
The reason why I wanted to do the layout for We Magazine is because I had been playing Bobby Spencer on television as a nurse, buttoned up in a uniform all those years. And I think that it's possible to take pictures of a woman or a man dressed in a bathing suit and gym clothes, and I think it's much more attractive than taking nude pictures.
What was your mother's reaction to the magazine layout?
My mother liked it. My mother's advice to me has been, she's asked me one thing: never go on TV without a bra, and I never have.
She remains close with her family, and her California lifestyle reflects the same warmth she grew up with.
I still need roots. I still need a place to come home to at night to feel that it's really home. I like to know I'm going to sleep in my own bed. I like to know there's food in the refrigerator. In decorating my house, I've tried to create cozy corners and different places to do things. I believe that a house should be practical, and yet the other side of me liking pretty things. All of my animals that I have here have names and relationships with one another. I guess living alone, I'll come home and talk to them the same way I talk to my dogs, Runner and Ruffian.
Have you ever had a wild shopping spree and spent a lot of money all at once?
Last week I went out and I bought 2 mink coats in the same day.
And what was the temperature?
It had to be about 85 degrees. I like having control over my life, over my lifestyle, over my time. I guess I'm a workaholic. I'll work 24 hours a day, but if I've got 2 hours off, I like to know I have total control over how I spend it and where I spend it.
Time is valuable to her, but Jacqueline still uses those precious free hours for romance, the old-fashioned way.
I have never had any qualms in my life about calling a man. I think it's great to be able to call a man and say, hello, come on over, would you like to spend an evening together? I'm a romantic. I like alone times. I much prefer an evening with someone, just 2 people together. At this point in my life, it's exactly where I want it.
Jacqueline Zeman, a contemporary woman for the 80s.
This successful South African, Sidney Altman, is turning celebrity bathrooms from practical to exotic. His creations on sale in Beverly Hills include lavish tubs and toilets for customers like former President Ford, Frank Sinatra, Harold Robbins, and funny girl Barbra Streisand, who is now the proud owner of this Art Deco toilet.
Rich people are very demanding. They have all kinds of original ideas, and they want you to make it for them regardless of price. Price is never discussed. Pia Zadora, we've done several homes for her, but the last one we did, we used the most beautiful faucet. To give you an example, each faucet cost $1,000, and she would have 7 faucets in the 2 bathrooms, the 2 master bathrooms. So she's got $7 grand invested just to deliver water. It's not bad. What's interesting about Rod Stewart's bathroom is we used a special tile, but it's chrome plated, so it's entirely mirror-like. And he's invested $6,000 in tiling 1 shower. Now, that's quite an expensive shower just for the tile. Of course, maybe Rod Stewart likes to see himself while he's showering. Well, George Harrison's toilet was a bit like a church pew. It's carved out of oak. It has heavy armrests. It has a bell and a candle holder. And when you lift the seat, it plays Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
For all his efforts, Altman has a $10,000 black tub with overhead computerized music and light show.
Well, I consider this bathtub probably the most fantasy bathtub I know of. It's a bit of Star Wars in your bathroom.
The dazzling world of fashion is also one of glamour and wealth. The high prices charged by top